Watching a NASCAR race and watching your favorite driver be pushed or bulldozed out of the way without even given a chance to be race cleaned is one of the most frustrating things to watch as a race fan. It is so annoying to watch this happen week after week, and eventually, enough is enough. In this video, we're going to be looking at the worst NASCAR bulldozer moments, just like when Ty Gibbs wrecked Brandon Jones for the win at Martinsville without even an attempt to pass him cleanly.
Now, 3 wide isn't going to work through 3 and 4. Sheldon Creed shoving the 19. He's sideways, but he lurches out front. The white flag one more time around. Jones gets tagged by the 54.
Whoa!
Hold on.
Ty Gibbs out front, Jones around, caution comes out.
Brian Vickers' NASCAR career has been summed up by wrecking people. That just is what it is. And Brian Vickers, no doubt, bulldozed Matt Kenseth at Phoenix in 2011. Vickers intentionally crashed Kenseth, which ended up ruining both of their days.
Whoa, contact there, Brian Vickers pushing Matt Kenseth. Martinsville payback issued at Phoenix.
It sure was.
83.
That's all that was. You can see Matt, he had his foot on the brake. Yeah, Matt was basically going to let him get by.
Jimmy.
And Brian Vickers, with whom he tangled pretty severely a couple of races ago at Martinsville. I don't think there's much question about that.
It's a little disappointing to me that NASCAR doesn't step in, because when he's been telling everybody that'll listen for 4 weeks that he's going to wipe us out as soon as he got a chance, and then he does it. I mean, it doesn't get any more premeditated than that. You know, if you walk around and tell somebody you're going to kill him for 4 weeks and then do it, you know, it's pretty premeditated. So.
Was 13th last time by.
And it will not roll, I don't think.
Just go ahead and finish it off.
Look at that. The right rear tire isn't even touching the ground.
That is a bent race car. There he is on the bottom. Looks like Kyle Busch is going to slide up into him. And that's exactly what happened.
Around, watch this, under the caution. 9 is trying to repay it.
Vickers wants to go. It getting a little wider.
There he goes.
Junior.
Oh, no! There's 25. Hook to 48. It takes out Earnhardt and Jimmy Johnson.
Caution is out. The leaders had already taken the white flag.
So is it going to be the 25 or the 9?
With the brand new race car, NASCAR headed to LA for the Coliseum. NASCAR ended up racing the Clash there, and it was nothing short of spectacular. The problem was, drivers in their heat races drove over their head, bulldozing into each other every corner.
So then they can wrap the turn and get back out of the corner, you know.
Whoa, around
Just
goes
like that.
Almirola off the bumper of rookie Todd Gilliland, and that will bring out the third. Here comes Cindric on the inside. Wham! And Kurt Busch piles into the outside wall.
Yellows out, yellows out, yellows out, yellows out.
There were several.
Where do we start here, though?
Well,
the 23 into the 45.
But that came from a shot off of the 21. Go ahead.
Everybody after third gets roughed up.
And he's got to do everything he can.
Oh, there just wasn't room for Kurt Busch once they got 2.5 wide.
Wrong place at the wrong time.
We don't have enough eyes in our head.
2. And he gets hit by Dillon and turned around. And around.
I mean, it just shocks me. I can't believe that happened.
Wallace turns Cindric around. And into the inside barrier, which is concrete.
I can't believe what I've seen.
Still to this day, one of the best things to watch in NASCAR is hard racing. It's something that everybody loves, right? But hard racing is when two competitors are racing fairly, but aggressively. What isn't hard racing is when somebody dive bombs their way to a corner, taking out their other competitor, just like Chase Elliott did to pick up his first ever victory in the Truck Series. Chase Elliott did this at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, picking up his first win in the Truck Series, ultimately creating a controversial finish.
Ty Dillon with the advantage. Elliott right on his back bumper, looking to the inside at 10. They make contact. Elliott spins the 3 into the tires, and Chase Elliott trying to hang on. Across the stripe he'll go. Elliott wins in Canada.
signed a brand new contract. Dale Jr. was going to Hendrick Motorsports. And who was he replacing? None other than Kyle Busch. This is where the bad blood began between Busch and Jr., and it all started at Kansas in 2007. Racing down the backstretch, Dale Jr. turned Kyle Busch, pushing his way through his position, wrecking Busch on the backstretch, ending his day only 27 laps into the race.
Have some contact from behind.
Oh, looks like Junior really got into the back of him hard.
You know, this is the difference between this car and the car tomorrow. The car tomorrow, the bumpers lined up perfect, and it looks like Junior just gave him just a little tap coming down the straightaway to kind of help pick his speed up, and it lifted the back of his car up, and he just flat lost control of it.
The winner. I've never been wrecked by a wrecker. Natalie Decker they're trying to push Natalie Decker off the track after being involved in an incident, and then pushed her onto it.
I think she wanted to turn on the pit road, and the record driver didn't realize that, and she was trying to hit the brakes, and
he was on the gas.
He was on.
Carl Edwards just got his mirrors full. He's a little bit loose off of two. He's sideways. Carl Edwards is around, and he got turned.
Caution flag is out. The race is over.
But all of a sudden, it has now presented that he can make it in. You see him right now.
Creed hard into the wall, as well as the 54 of Ty Gibbs.
That started from behind Gibbs.
Ross Chastain is nowadays labeled as the most aggressive driver in the NASCAR Cup Series garage. And it all started at COTA in 2022. With the brand new team of Trackhouse, Chastain was looking for his first ever win in the NASCAR Cup Series. He was in prime position for it, and he stole the win from AJ Allmendinger, entering the last two turns at COTA. He full-throttled Allmendinger into Bowman, picking up his first ever victory. This may not be such as a bulldozer moment, but more of a not-of-aware moment. Martin Truex Jr. basically clears himself off the nose of Chase Elliott's front fender, putting them both in the wall at Darlington, costing them a shot at the victory with 12 laps to go.
It's going to be a big push coming on the top lane.
Both of them. Moving to the same both lanes.
Boy, this
He
is going
needs
to
to
take
move to the top lane.
Going to have to be quick. Going to have to be quick.
Almirola up to cover. Dylan, where will
Dylan's
he go?
going to get there.
Oh, into Almirola. Around he goes. Good.
Austin Dillon is notorious for being a driver that nobody really cares for in the NASCAR Cup Series. You either don't care for him or you don't like him. There's not a whole lot of fans that like Austin Dillon. And this moment proves why. Down the backstretch for the Daytona 500, instead of trying to pass race leader Eric Almirola, Austin Dillon just turns him into the wall. And that's basically it.
Come off the corner, the car got light exactly like I was talking about. Man, it went over too. I was right. Dang it. A lot of good cars.
Denny Hamlin. You'll see his number 15 come through here after
Saw Ricky come down a little bit toward the 23, and then as he came up, then it just
I think he came down. It's just light. It was light with him pushing hard on his rear bumper, and
that may not even have been Ricky turning down.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I think he was correcting it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think
it may got
his rear
pushed
end
down
was
that
light.
way.
And Kyle Busch dodges another one.
If you're at a Superspeedway race and you have the number 6 car of Brad Keselowski behind you, you might as well brace for impact. Keselowski has caused multiple crashes at Superspeedways, but none will be as iconic as the inaugural NASCAR Next Gen race at Daytona.
Tell you what, Logano hung right in there. Logano hung right, but they just about have to stop when they get into the corner like that, and you can see as we'll pan back to the front.
Oh, he got into him. Logano around. Can he save it? He is unable to. Caution. And the caution came out right as Denny Hamlin was crossing the start-finish line to get the white flag.
They're all coming above you.
This was very close.
That could have been avoided. That could have been avoided. I agree that there's history there, but even if there's history there, that was not. For. Yeah, that was not.
Joey did absolutely nothing wrong